last year, and I don't even have a thyroid.
Oh.
I had thyroid cancer. So you got bodybuilders taking T3 to help their metabolism, the energy.
Right.
I don't even have T3 because I had cancer. I can only get T4 medication, but I can't get T3 because they don't want to stimulate cancer. So anything you see me do is without having half of my hormonal profile, and I'm almost 50. Yeah, so it's like, man, it's exhausting work, but I like the grind.
Let's start with the basics. How many competitions have you competed in so far, and how have you placed?
I've competed in 2. The first competition was December last year. I got 2 second place trophies. I think they were novice debut, and then I did open. I think I got 4th place, and then 4th place overall. Last week I did an NPC show. I got 2nd place Masters 40 plus, 2nd place open.
Tell us about this most recent show. How did it feel stepping on stage this time?
I was healthier this time. Last year when I competed, I actually started off the year with thyroid cancer. So I got diagnosed, got my complete thyroid removed, went through radiation treatment in July, and started prep for my show in September. It was almost like I wanted to fight my body back for my body fighting against me. And so even though I competed and looked pretty good, I was in a calorie deficit all year long, which you can't really build muscle. So I was muscular, but I couldn't really build, but I looked sharp for the stage. This year, healthier year, I got to build a little bit. I just felt strong, I felt good, and it was an easier prep. After the first one, it gets a little grace. I feel great stepping on stage.
What made this show different from the others you've done in the past?
One, it was different because I competed in the OCB, the first show, the NPC, the second show. So it was a kind of different feel, different environment. I liked it. Even as I was posing, the judges were actually speaking to me like, hey, you look good, thumbs up, stuff like that. I thought that was cool, made me feel good as an athlete. But also it was different because I had a different coach. So my coach that prepped me for this, my bodybuilding coach, my nutrition coach, his name is Mike Mayer. He's an IFBB pro. He's been my coach since the last show, and I just like what he's been able to do with my body and get me ready.
What originally got you into bodybuilding? And what made you take that leap into actually competing?
So I didn't grow up wanting to be a bodybuilder, never watched it. I was a musician. I've actually been a pastor, so I've never, it wasn't even that, but for about 4 years straight. So the last time I was able to train consistently was 2020. 2021, I had a right hip replacement. 2022, I had my spine fused. 23, I had right knee surgery. Then last year, I had cancer. So this was my philosophy. If my body's gonna keep coming for me, then I'm gonna come for my body. So really, I took on bodybuilding as a way to say, I'm gonna fight my body back, right? How much more nutritious can you eat? What a better way to build your body? And then I just took it to the stage.
Was there a specific moment, person, or experience that made you say, I want to be on that stage?
Working out at Gold's Gym. You get inspired seeing so many guys and girls around you that compete. And you kind of say, you know what, I would want to do that once just because. But then with my medical issues, to me it made it more important to say, okay, if I could go through all of these recoveries and do this, prep's not going to be a problem and I can make it to the stage. That's what I did.
What keeps you motivated through the prep, the sacrifices, and the grind of the sport?
So in prep, I find motivation by tapping into what I've already been able to overcome. When you've overcome having a full hip replacement or being out of work for 5 months because your traps have been cut open and you got rods and screws in your neck and you feel like you want to die. When you're in prep and you get to those moments where you want to give up, you just tell yourself like, yo, you didn't give up before, right? You went through before some of the darkest and worst times of your life. So I find myself tapping into that and just saying like, yo, you've been a warrior, you're still a warrior, knock it out. And I just knock it out.
What's your favorite part of the entire bodybuilding process? Training, prep, stage time, post-show.
Knowing that I can suffer well.
Knowing you can suffer well.
Yeah.
Explain that a little bit.
Some people will say, I can't do that or I can't compete because they'll say something like, I know me. The answer is you don't know you because you've never put yourself in a situation tight enough or hard enough to bring out and develop the you that you need to be. So for me, knowing that I can suffer well causes me to tap into a person that I didn't know exists, to skills and creativeness and strength that I didn't know exists to help pull out that person. And that psychs me up knowing that just when I thought I knew me, I'm really knowing me for real.
On the flip side, what part do you dread the most or find the most mentally draining?
The cardio. I hate it. I hate it. I mean, anytime you got to do 80 minutes, and I'm doing this on the Stairmaster.
So 80 minutes a day or a week?
A day. And it's not the whole prep, but when you get close to that last 2 weeks looking at pictures, it's like we got to rev it up.
Adjust.
And because my work schedule, I normally can't break it up. So I'll do 80 minutes on the Stairmaster in one while.
Do you find that bodybuilding helps or hinders your professional and personal relationships? How do you find balance?
It helps. You think, I wake up in the morning, go train. I've conquered the weight room, I've conquered whatever I feel is going on in my body. I leave there feeling like I can conquer whatever I need to conquer on my job or at home or anything like that. So I believe that it aids in me being mentally and emotionally healthy enough to conquer other areas of my life.
How do you juggle the demands of competing with work in your personal life?
Part of it is having the right conversations with your family and support system, letting them know what you need to do, and then setting up some type of structure to where it doesn't become burdensome or it doesn't become something that gets interfered with to frustrate you. For instance, I have my own shelf in the fridge where I keep my meal prep. You can put everything else around, but not the shelf. I have certain spaces in the cabinets. This is where I keep my stuff. When we go grocery shop, I'm just gonna grocery shop for me because it's easier for me to get around. I have adults in my house, do your own. So stuff like that helps me navigate it and take control of it, and it's not so frustrating to do.
After OCB Baltimore, you mentioned taking a break. What made you decide that? And what's next for you long term?
No, after this Saturday show, I know I need more time to build, so I want to take a break for almost a year. Right now, I'm looking forward to the Ben Wider Natural in November of next year, which means I'm going to have 10 months to build before I even cut for a show. So I want to see my physique look different and not chase the stage or the lights.
Looking back, what's one mistake or regret you've had in your bodybuilding journey? Something you do differently now?
I think maybe wishing I would have started earlier. Even though I've managed to put together a pretty good physique at 49, I'll be 50 in April. When I see guys younger and doing it, it's like, man, maybe I would have done it younger. I'd be a real beast by now.
What advice would you give to someone thinking about stepping on stage for the first time, especially in a natural show?
One, it would be get a coach if you want to do it for real. Doesn't matter if you see yourself getting endorsements or being famous. If you're going to do bodybuilding and step on the stage and do it legitimately and look respectful, you're going to need a coach, because a coach is going to coach you based on the division, build up those various body parts. So that's on the coaching side. But then the other piece, I would say, we're in a generation of fast and quick. Everybody wants quick results, which means I want to take this, I want to get on this, I want to get on that, not taking into consideration their health and their hormones and things like that. So I would say you want to ask yourself questions. If you're going to jump on a PD, why? What's the end goal for that? Have you reached your genetic potential? Is it even necessary? And I would say just whatever you decide to do, play it as safe as possible. If you go that route, do it under the doctor's care so that you know you're going to be okay.
If you could sum up everything this sport has taught you in one sentence, what would it be?
If you stay disciplined and consistent with the process, you can develop a you that you thought you'd never see.
That's good. It wasn't a run-on sentence either. That's it, man. Thank you, brother. Cool. That's it.
Yeah.